Mark Evans was a simple man. He lived in a small town. Mark had a boring job at the library. His life was quiet, but one day, everything changed. Mark loved magic. He practiced card tricks. He even bought a magic kit. It had a wand and a top hat. One day, he saw a flyer. It was for America's Got Talent. Mark knew he had to try out. The day of the audition arrived. Mark was nervous. He waited backstage. His heart pounded. Finally, it was his turn. He walked onto the stage. The spotlight blinded him. He could barely see the judges. "Hello," said Mark, his voice shaking. He placed the hat on the table. He had a plan. He would make the hat disappear. This was his big trick. He hoped it would impress the judges. "For my next trick," Mark trailed off. He felt strange. His skin tingled. He felt hot all over. The audience gasped. Mark looked down at his hands. They were changing. Fur sprouted on his arms. His fingers shrunk into paws. His teeth lengthened into sharp fangs. Mark fell to his knees. He let out a howl. He didn't understand what was happening. His body was morphing, changing. A black wolf stood where Mark once stood. It snarled at the judges. The audience screamed. The judges were frozen in fear. Nobody dared to move. Nobody dared to breathe. Simon Cowell, a judge, was speechless. He had never seen anything like it. His eyes were wide with terror. The other judges were equally stunned. The cameras continued to roll, capturing every horrifying second. The audience was in chaos. People screamed and ran for the exits. Some fainted, others just stared in disbelief. The security guards were too shocked to react. This was supposed to be a talent show, not a horror movie. The wolf, once Mark, didn't understand. He felt scared. He felt confused. He wanted to go home. He wanted his old life back, but it was too late. He was trapped inside a monster's body. The wolf backed away, whimpering. He searched for a way out, but there was nowhere to go. He was surrounded. He was alone. The transformation was complete. Mark was gone.